Have you ever been led on to believe that your song absolutely needs a chorus no matter what? Way to send people away with a song ringing in their ears. It's the only way to deliver the emotional sentiment of the song. And have you, as a result, found yourself blocked when you get to this chorus because you're in a songwriting dead end, like you can't join the dots? You know you're meant to have a chorus, but it just doesn't make sense to have one. What if I told you there was another way? First of all, we need to ask ourselves, why do we need a chorus? Like, what is the function? What is the role of the chorus? First off, more often than not, it's a simple and concise takeaway. It's an emotional statement of intent. It's the big idea. It's the zoom out. It's the tabloid headline, like what the song is all about. And more often than not, in our experiences of choruses, there is a musical idea, hook, or phrase that's repeated and it's sung over and over the course of the song, and it leaves us wanting more. It leaves us with the song in our heads long after the song has finished. And I will always love you. A whole new world. Every little thing she does is magic. Now, these choruses obviously deliver an emotional state of mind, a message, and they leave us wanting more. And we get it because it's super potent and super effective. But there is another way. If your song is 2.5 to 3 minutes long and you have a chorus that's 25 seconds and you get rid of that chorus that's 25 seconds and you're going to take out maybe 3 of those choruses, you're opening a huge amount of song real estate where you could dive deeper into the song, you could be filling in the details, you could be solving a problem within the song, finding the solution, getting to the nitty-gritty, or just getting to build a stronger connection with your listener. Now, Joni Mitchell is a great example of the no chorus song. In fact, she's kind of the queen of it. Songs like The Last Time I Saw Richard, All I Want, Amelia are great examples of this. With Amelia, this is from Hejira, the last line of each verse ends with, Amelia was just a false alarm. She comes back to this line at the end of every stanza. Now, rather than serving as a chorus, it's more like an incessant reminder, more like a piece of punctuation or a sign-off. And when Joni emits the chorus, it doesn't leave us yearning the chorus. In fact, it feels like she's getting the chorus out of the way so that she can go deeper, she can run further with her narrative, and the flow is not interrupted. But wait, there's also another reason why you might choose to omit the chorus. Maybe your song is already enough. Maybe the verse is enough. What if your song is simply a snapshot in time, a moment, a vignette? You're painting a picture. It's impressionistic. It doesn't need to be weighed down by a repeated section like a chorus. Like the chorus can end up feeling quite emotionally heavy-handed, like a bit unnecessary. Now, we already know this. We'll know hundreds of songs that don't have choruses, lest we forget the American Songbook, which is practically based almost entirely on songs that don't have choruses. These songs are often written in an AABA form or ABAB form. With the B as a bridge, it's not functioning as a chorus. And these are not songs that are not memorable. Cheek to Cheek, Gulf Mipanema, all of these songs, we know them so well, they have stood the test of time, and they've made a pretty penny too. So maybe choruses aren't as important as we think they are. I guess the point I'm making is it's not always the answer and it's not always necessary. I have a couple of examples to share with you of songs without choruses that absolutely deliver the message that they're setting out to do and arguably more effective. Number 1, God Only Knows by the Beach Boys. If you know me at all, you know this is one of my favourite songs of all time. Why? It's the perfect anti-forever realists love song. God only knows what I'd be without you. This is a refrain, it's not a chorus, but it happens at the ends of the stanzas, and it's enough, it's conversational, it's takeaway. The whole sentiment of the song is that I may not always love you, but right now this is the right thing. And God only knows what I'd be without you. So the idea of making that chorus into more than it is, it just wouldn't add up. At the end of the day, you never know what's around the corner. And maybe with the omission of the chorus, there's more space for, say, an instrumental. There's more space for a key change. There's more space for the message to land, rather than repeating unnecessary, overbearing love stuff. And now another example. It's kind of like the antithesis of God Only Knows. This is You and I by Stevie Wonder, the eternal optimist. This is like the song you walk down the aisle at your wedding to. And the song form, it's A, B. And when you reach this crossroads in the song, the end of the verse moving into another section, rather than repeating what is already abundantly clear, like Stevie wears his heart on his sleeve, we know what this song is about. So there's no need to reinforce the emotional content or landscape of the song. So instead, the B is more like a refrain, or like a post-chorus. It's not giving chorus vibes. Well, in my mind, we can conquer the world. You and I, you and I, you and I. It feels more like, in case you weren't clear, we can do everything we want to do. It's not giving chorus energy. Another great example is Come Together by the Beatles, or Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles. In Come Together, who knows what that's about? There's a lot of walruses and sunbeams and octopuses and all that stuff. But the one line that everyone remembers, come together right now over me. Is that a chorus? That's definitely a refrain. But you know the thing about that song? No one knows the lyrics of that song, but we all know the refrain. So in that way, they're absolutely achieving their goal of delivering a message and in a memorable and concise melodic shape that sticks in the head and leaves you wanting more. And with Eleanor Rigby, it's a similar thing. All the lonely people, where do they all come from? And in the same way as Come Together, that one line that's repeated, that's the thing that sticks in our head. We all know how that goes, but that's not a chorus. I mean, I say this like I know what I'm talking about. Is it subjective? I think the thing about all these examples is it's like a little clause at the end of the verse rather than a whole new section. And what we're proving with these examples is that the songs can be just as emotionally vivid and direct and engaging and connecting with the audience as having a full-blown heart-on-a-sleeve chorus, because it's not always necessary. If you went through your favourite songs, you probably discover half of them don't have choruses. Plenty of examples I can think of from contemporary songwriters: Paper Thin by Leanne Havas, Retrograde by James Blake, Womb by Adrian Lenker, and Like It Tends to Do by Liz McAlpine. So you can see across a whole scope of styles and genres, the no chorus song exists. So maybe it's an opportunity to reframe in our minds what we think a song needs to deliver the message, to be an effective, powerful, potent song that sends a message home that leaves our listener with a lasting impression. Maybe it doesn't always need a chorus. So what I want you to do now is to revisit that song, and you know the song I mean, the song that stuck up Dead End Creek with no paddle. And see if, instead of trying to shoehorn that slightly wonky, awkward chorus to make it make sense, maybe you get rid of that chorus and maybe you replace it with another verse, a bridge, an instrumental, a vocal solo, Yogi's choice. Just see if that reframing of what the song needs and what it doesn't need allows that song to get unstuck and floating back down the river to sea. If your song's a boat, which it's probably not.